Thanks everybody for joining the call. Today I wanted to share a strategy which you might not have talked about it. Maybe you didn't realize it or just didn't know that it worked. So most of us needs more client. And if you don't need more clients, just hand it over to somebody else. But I don't think you are in that position. Many of you not. So, like I said, a big thing for a client, for a prospect, is trust. Trust will more or less determine if you get their business, correct? So there are different ways to build up that trust. And tonight I want to show you a strategy that they will call you to deliver more service to them. You guys realize what I just said? They will call you to do the service for them. Is that not amazing? No cold calling, they call you. Okay? So how does that all work? So first you have to understand or find out which companies are willing to pay for leads. You can do that on several ways. A good way is if you live in the United States, you look up as advertising on Home Advisor. They are used to pay for leads. Another way, and that works in every country, is look who's spending big dollars on AdWords. Okay? So you look up who's willing to pay for AdWords, and preferable for a keyword that costs about $10 or more, and for a service that they can ask between the $100 and $1,000. So they have the money to pay you. Everybody with me? So you go after companies who is used to pay for leads. Everybody understand step one? Okay? I didn't make a presentation. You have to make some notes. But if you understand this strategy, now you have learned something very valuable. So step one is go after companies, find companies who are willing to pay for leads. Step two is generate some leads in that niche. So you're going to rank YouTube video, AdWords, Craigslist, whatever your service is, what your specialism is, you're going to generate some leads, some call leads. So the website visitor places a call. Everybody understands step two. Generate leads for that niche you go after. Everybody understands step two? Good. Step three. You're going to send those leads to 5 different companies in the same city. Okay, everybody got that? You're going to send those leads to 5 different companies in the same city. Everybody get that? Every time when that call gets placed, you send them also an email and or a text message if you have the cell phone number. Okay? Which step was that? Was that step number 4? You're going to send them with that call also an email. And in that email, you tell something like, this is a free lead generated by Arlene, for example. If you say something like this, we generate more leads than I can handle. And I'm going to select one plumber company in your city who can handle those leads. Call me if you want to receive more leads. And then you put your number and your website so they see your authority. Everybody get this? Your pages are not changing, correct? I didn't make a PowerPoint presentation, so you have to make notes. Everybody got this strategy? Okay, so how are you doing that? Okay, how are you doing all those steps? I'm going to show you. No, I'm not going to the steps quickly. No, you have to pay attention to that. So, everybody can look up Home Advisor. And the second one is everybody can look in AdWords. How do you get the email? How do you get the business email address? You click on the website, and there's no email on it. Okay? Lead Finder Jack is an option. Okay? So you call them and you say something like, I have some information what I would like to send by email to get a quote. What is the best email I can use? You get that email 9 of the 10 times. If they don't answer the phone or they are not friendly, delete that company. That is not for you. It's not a company that you want to work with. If they are friendly on the phone and they are willing to help with you, they give their email. Okay, you only have to ask 5 times the company. So who cannot do that? You're not prospecting at that point. It's very easy. You will get 9 times the emails without problem. Okay? So you get the email. Everybody knows how to get the email now? Easily. Okay? So the next step is kind of easy for you guys. Is set up a website in local team Jack. I would set up the digital marketing team, whatever you prefer. Okay? And you set it up, import team. I'm doing that now for you while I speak. See how it looks like. And then I don't want that commercial from Jack in the video. So I'm going to go to Video Prospector, and ladies always convert good. So I copy and paste the URL. Guys, see this, how I do that? I copy and paste the URL. And I put it in the backend of the team, slider, video form, video URL, and I save. Everybody can do this, correct? And then I refresh. And then now I have a nice video. You guys got it? So in the email, what I'm going to send them, I put this URL. Okay? So, yeah, that's new. I'm going a little bit too fast. Now, I go inside the call portal. I'm going to create 5 companies. Okay? I'm going to create company 1. Company 1. And then is Bob. Last name, doesn't matter. Then contact number, that doesn't matter. Just enter the contact number what you found on the website. Okay. Then the email, email 1 at company 1. Company 1, and it cannot hurt. company1.com, and it cannot hurt to put the website. Did we do that? Yeah, we have the website here too, so you have everything together. Okay, and I click on add company. Okay, now we have that phone number from that company, and then let me update that. Then you click on round robin. You guys see this? You guys see this? Round robin. Now let me explain a little bit what round robin is. Okay, so round robin is actually you have one tracking number, and that tracking number you can connect with several companies on a certain way. You have one, so you put one tracking number on the website, on the video, how in Craigslist, and you connect it to several companies. And later on in the settings, you determine how that connection is. And I will show you, damn it. Okay? So let me order a round robin number now. So you see everything live. Okay, so doesn't say no 561 number anymore. 561. Everybody took. Oh, here's better. This is actually a very nice number. Continue. Then there's a lot of settings going on. All is good. Call from. This is actually call from Jack, or whatever your name is. That's the whisper message. Okay? Then send me an email alert for every call. Okay? And it gets an email to the admin. I submit. Now you see, you guys see this? Those are all the campaigns, like company 1. You see that? And I give this round robin a name. Let's say my client booster. Okay? And now client booster is connected to company 1, but I like you see that this campaign. So if I do all campaign, all companies, and company 1, let me change this to client companies, client companies, and save this. Okay, save this. Then I'm going to add campaigns. Company 1, add campaign. That is campaign 2, company 2. So where did we find those companies again? On AdWords or Home Advisor. Okay, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then let me add quickly another campaign. All companies. So now I see I have 2 companies. You see I spell it wrong. Companies, client companies. Sounds good. So all companies and client company. Then I add another campaign. Company 3. And that has another phone number. You guys get it? That's the phone number for that company. Now I go to round robin. You see this client booster? And add campaign to the round robin. And now I have, with that client booster company, I have 3 campaigns. So that irritates me. Companies. Where's the campaign name? Campaigns. So I have 3 companies, company, client boost. Okay, so that's good. You see that? Company 1, I have 3 campaign. Campaign 1, that's campaign 2, company. This is the client companies. Okay, and I have set up in this array that I do round robin. So let me do let me explain round robin now. Then you go to call options. You guys see it? And I like this. Connect call to all campaigns at the same time. Or forward call to the next campaign. Or connect all call to the one campaign to only one campaign at a time. So I like that my call get answered, okay? So, and I can say notification, email, yes, yes, yes. So they get an email. And what's email? Email alerts. Send email alert to every call. And then you get an email template. And you can change this email template. You say it has tokens. So now in this email template, you can market yourself. This is not so much about that they have a call. This is more about that you send them a call. And then you add, you are receiving this email because you are subscribed to email. Now you are receiving this call because this is a free call from, and that is your company name or your name. If you like to receive more emails, more clients, more leads, call me today. Okay, and then you can hype it up if you want. We generate more leads than we can handle in city, and looking for a company like you, yeah, like yours to handle those. If you are interested, call me today. And then your name, and then your phone number, and then your website. So you build up some authority. And then you save the template. So what you guys think? If you generate some leads, it is just waiting who of those companies will call you. Okay, now instead of cold calling, what is your main work? Where's coming your sweat? That is generate those leads, correct? And that is why you're an internet marketer. You should be able to do that. It's not anymore to get a client. That is kind of solved. You know? The only thing that you have to focus on, and that is actually your profession, is generate those leads. That can by SEO, that can be Google Places, that can be YouTube videos, that can be Craigslist, and it can with AdWords. Okay? And my goal is to train you guys how to do it with AdWords. Okay, that's my goal for next month. So, can I get a wow? Who did know this strategy? It's, who is this new? Who wanted to have always that they call you instead of that you have to call them? That is why I like this strategy. Yeah, if you just on the training and you missed it. So if you like this training, join next Sunday too. I know. I wanted to do something special today. So so I have I know if you were on Sunday if you last Sunday on the training, I said, there's so many features in the call portal. I cannot explain all at once. So now today I wanted to explain you how to use round robin. Okay? So that is one feature. There are more reasons why you want to use round robin. For example, let's say if you have like a car repair or a locksmith or whatever, they cannot handle so many leads a day. So then you want to guide them to the next company. Or now tell me, if you are a lead generator, you recognize this. How many companies don't pick up the phone? They don't. They are busy. If you connect them to several companies, okay, if you connect them to several companies, then you let them ring all at once, then someone will pick up and then you get paid. Okay? You guys get it? So this was actually my present, my birthday present. Who took advantage of it? So if you go to this link, the first month is for free. That was my birthday present. And so you want to check it out this month. How can you make them all out ring and give the one picks that up the phone gets? That's a setting. That's a setting in the round robin. That's an easy setting. So actually what you want to do, so I make it easy. Look, let me go back in it. Let me correct that. So the best way to do it is before we get all those all companies. So let me add the company. Quick add company, and that is company 2. Company, let's say plumber 2. Okay, first name, last name, and then plumber email plumber 1 at plumber 1 at email.com. Okay, and then you enter the company phone number and all those kind of things. Okay, and then you enter plumber 2 and then the company phone number, whatever it is. Okay, so now when you do those entered Plumber One as a company and also name the same as campaign as a company, now you have per campaign a different email address, and that is how you send those emails. Okay, so you want to send them as different company 1, company 2, company 3, and then with the same campaign name as the company, and then you go to round robin and then add campaign, and then you see this plumber. Now plumber 2 has a different email than the company, so when they get the call, when they get an email, they will get the email from plumber 2. Okay, and now there's all call options. They can connect call to all campaigns at the same time with the highest priority. Okay, so cap amount of calls, prioritize those calls. There's so much settings, but you only have to do connect call at the campaigns at the same time. And then when they get the email, what is getting a client about is trust that you can deliver. So now you don't need to worry about the prospecting system anymore. The only thing you have to do is seeing how you can generate those calls. You guys get it? And that is where you are internet marketing for. Okay, that is the strategy I wanted to share. I can hype it up, but those are 5 simple steps. Do you guys want to see me write down those steps? Everybody can do that. Now, what is step number 1? Everybody see my screen with the notepad? What is step number 1? Step 1 is find companies who are paying for leads. Okay, that can be AdWords, or if you are in the United States, you want to look at Home Advisor. Okay, what is step number 2? Oh, the wrong is showing. That's not good. So, step number 1. You see, step number 1, find companies who are paying for leads. Step number 2 is call them to get their email address. Everybody remembers how to get the email address? Just ask for it and make up something like, I want to get a quote. 9 of the 10 companies give that email address very easily. Guys, get it? You only need to do it for 5 companies, so that shouldn't take more than an hour. Step number 3. What is step number 3? If you haven't done yet, set up a lead client getting site, getting website. So if they check you out, they can check you out. Is that a go or no go? No, but you instantly position you as a professional. So you don't need to prove yourself anymore at the moment they call you. They have that perception that you are the master in the city. Everybody get that? It's more like a check. Step number 4 is enter companies. Enter companies in call tracker. Round robin. Why is round robin important? Why you want to use this feature? Because you can link one tracking phone number to multiple companies. You can have the phone ring to 5 companies at the same time. And what you only need one client per city. So it doesn't matter too much to you which company called back. The first one which calls you up and make a deal with you is good. Guys get it? That's why you want to use round robin. Step number 5. What is step number 5? Generate calls. Okay? When you do those 5 steps, the magic will happen. They will call you. Everybody get the strategy? Is this hard? No, it is very easy. After one client hires you, what then? So it depends how big the city is and how much you get paid for the leads. Okay? There are, how many cities are in the United States? Oh, I believe 20,000, but I'm not 100% sure at the moment. I believe there's 20,000 cities. Correct? So you only need about 50 to 100 clients to make a very good income. So you go after 50 to 100 cities. Okay? Let me save this. Okay, that is saved. 250 billion clients in the, not billion, million, not billion. Do we only use round robin when prospecting or several hire or after several hires? It's a strategy. So this strategy works if you don't like cold calling. If you like to focus your effort on generate calls instead of having to do the cold calling. Okay? And when they call you, okay, in a couple of weeks, I will start the AdWords training, okay? And in the AdWords training, I will include how to generate affordable calls. Okay? And when you are able to generate affordable calls, then you can apply this strategy easily. Some of you guys are good in SEO, some are good in videos, some good in Google Places. and I will train you in AdWords. And this will be part of the AdWords training. So I will include this to part of the AdWords training will also be how to get a client. Because no, you don't have to wait 2 weeks, Brad. So you have your own knowledge. Don't underestimate that. So you can also, you know, whatever you do to generate those leads. So I just happen to be good in AdWords. So the client getting strategy will be part of the AdWords training. And why I'm doing that? Because if you get paid, you can afford the AdWords training. The AdWords training will not be a cheap training. There will be a high-end training. Okay, so let me, everybody get the steps? So let me change the screen. So if you go to help, there's a lot of documentation. You guys see this? Freakers ask questions. There's a lot of manual. There's a lot of training. This software is not new. Use Basic Finder for steps 1 and 2. Actually, you can do that, but it's an overkill. Okay? It's kind of, you go with an elephant, but you don't need that elephant. You need only 5 companies. You call them up, ask for a quote, ask you want the quote, which email to send. Okay? That shouldn't be too difficult. Then you have everything. And go after the AdWords people, okay? And go after the Home Advisor people. Okay? Those are the clients who are used to pay for leads. That's correct, Antoine. You can charge however you want. Okay? There's an invoicing module, and almost everything is possible. Okay? If you are interested in white label and you want to send a support ticket, but it is not, cheap. So these are for the big. If you have a big plans, then you call me. Invoicing module. I'm not going to go over the invoicing module, but I'm only telling you that is part of the call portal. I'm not going to demo it tonight because then you get confused. I like more step-by-step training. I'm just saying invoicing is a big part of the call portal. Okay. So, who has signed up for the call portal? Enter yes and enter no. Michael said yes. Karen said yes. Jim said yes. Ben said no. George said no. Carl said no. Ken yes. William yes. Roger said not yet. Doing it right after training is over. Antoine. Anise had it already. So it's actually the first month is for free, and then it's $20 per month. So it's very affordable. So if you like the strategy, there's no how do you say that? There should be not a problem to put it into action, correct? To get the strategy. To, what I just explained to you is a product on itself. I'm pretty sure you bought many products, WSO products, that has much lesser value than you just got for free. So I want to use a strategy, but after we set up the lead generation website, how do we get plumber customers to see the site? Kenny, when did you join the training? So when they get a call, when you get the call, you also send that company an email. And in that email, you just let you know that you generated lead, and if they want more leads, they can contact you. Okay? It's very simple, straightforward, doesn't need to have a lot of sentences. Okay? And if you have the cell phone number from the owner, then you also send them a text message. You can do both. Okay? That's actually it, what I had tonight. I know I can train you other things from the portal, but I wanted you stay focused on those 5 points. Okay? Those 5 steps. Generate goals. Is there a video tutorial on how to use call tracker? Yes, there's all kind of training material inside the call tracking portal. Okay. So Larry said, very worthwhile. By the way, you didn't sound a year older. So actually, I have a lounge going on, and my daughter played volleyball, so I had a busy day. But I I can do this. Uh, I can do this all the time, and I'm so excited to do the AdWords training. I wanted to finish a lot of stuff this month, so I can focus that on next month. So that's how do you say that, guys? The ice cream on the cake. So something like that. That is, if you know me for a long time, that is the icing on the cake. So that is where you guys want to be. Then you can generate calls. You get paid. You get paid for management. You know, it's you can make uh, uh, you know, I think I shared it with you guys earlier, but I hope you realize it. Why are AdWords companies so nice to work with? Why is that? Why is an AdWords company um, better to deal with than a company who wants to do SEO or wants to do Google Places or wants to do YouTube, you know? Their minds, yeah, guys got it already. Their perspective is also that a lead costs money, and they just want to have that managed well. And so if they spend $2,000, between the $2,000 of $10,000, and you only ask between the $200 and $500, that is not a lot of money for them. You guys get it? How much work does it take to do the AdWords management per client? What do you think? How much work is AdWords management? How can I manage 67 companies and do all this training and all this product development? Because if you set up an AdWords campaign right with negative keywords and keywords would do work well, it doesn't take a lot of time. In the beginning, it is a setup time, correct? But what about if you specialize in a certain niche? It's just cloning. It's like local team Jack. You have a website set up for a niche and you clone it. Clone it. Did you know that you could do that with an AdWords campaign? You just clone it. You change the URL, you change the city name, and you're done. You can do that within an hour. And that campaign is proven to work. Did you know that, guys? What is the work? It is the first campaign. That is the work, the first website. When you have a system from keyword, website, and keyword and a website, then you have your gold in hands. And you just apply it to any other company. You guys get it? So that is what I'm going to train next month also. Okay? And you know something else? What is very important to understand? How many years do you think that Google AdWords will exist? How many years from now? Do you think it is in hype? Do you think you can trust Google to build your business on it? Do you know that Google makes about 80 to 90% of the income from Google AdWords? That will never gone, or never, I would not say. But the next 10 years, that will still exist. They own that property. So you want to have a business. Who wants to have a business on a solid foundation from vendors and strategies and knowledge? You learn it one time and you can apply it for many, many years. Has everybody run in a situation that a company said, hey, can you generate leads for me? And you ask, can you handle more business? And he said, yes. What can you do for me? I can do some SEO, but you know, it is a little bit depending on Google updates. Okay. Okay. So now, how about if you have something, copy and paste. You just release it. You change the website URL, you change the city name, and you're done. Who likes to have that campaign? Who likes to have that knowledge to to set it up and to handle it? And sign up clients, you know? Send them some calls, somebody will call you, and you said, okay, that city is new. You are the first one who called me back. I can handle you. Okay. So when would you like to have more leads? Oh, can you do that yesterday? Yes. What is your credit card? That is the whole conversation. Nothing more to it. There's nothing more to that. Okay. When do you want more leads? And ask them the credit card. Okay. But don't get me wrong, okay? That AdWords training, that is high end, okay? That is not a free training. So I don't want you to have a misperception on it. But I know I can make you all an expert in it, okay? Because it is just copy and paste. It's just how to judge a keyword. How you have to have a certain mindset for that. And I'm even not born in the United States, and I have a good mindset which keywords do work, because let me tell you a little secret. For a long period of time, I tracked what the entered keyword was, what generates the call. And I also found out which keywords does not generate calls. And I found out which keywords works to generate calls. And once you have that mindset, once it's kind of, how do you say that? Once you know the alphabet, you can speak, correct? I don't know how to express it difficult. Once you know the logic behind that, you can set up any campaign by yourself. But you need to know that logic, okay? Which kind of keyword works? What are good ads? What are good websites? Okay? Once you know that chain, you have gold. Okay? So couple of weeks ago, guys, I wanted to leave you with those 5 steps and sign up, because you need that call tracking system also later on for AdWords, and see then prove that you generate those leads. So thank you so much for joining this call. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and hope to see you coming Sunday. Thank you so much. Thanks, Brenda. Thank George. Thank Chris. Thank Barbara. Thank Jerry. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Anise. Thanks, Roddy. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Gianna. Thanks, baby. Good night. How long do we have to sign up? You want to sign up now? Okay? Laura did win, yes. Do you ask for payments in advance? Is that relating to AdWords when I sign up? I always get a credit card, almost the first call. It's very natural. I would say natural. What's the cost for the AdWords course? I haven't determined it, but it will not be very cheap. It is not a WSO product, okay? But I hope you found out what you will learn. The agreement for advance payment for leads. Okay, so once you are specialized in generate leads, you know your cost, okay? And then you look at Home Advisor, what they charge you for leads. That's one strategy. The strategy, what I like, is they pay for the clicks and I get a management fee. So I have zero risk. So that's my strategy. That's what I like. So zero risk, you know, you have a campaign that works and you have the credit card. Okay, and this worked over and over and over again. Okay, thank you so much. See you coming Sunday. What is the URL for the call tracking portal? 1 second. Everybody got the URL? Okay, so thanks everybody and see you coming Sunday.